wrong, 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 wrong. All this exam is showing me is this student hasn't learnt anything. It's as if they didn't engage, it's as if they didn't care. Why did they bother turning up? What could I do about it? If only I could just lock them in a room and not let them out until they actually learnt something. Wait, that's it. A room, a textbook, they need to learn something before they get out. My ethics committee might have something to say about that. Actually, I've got an even better idea. That's right. We take the highly popular idea of escape rooms and apply it to learning and get students to learn something using escape rooms. What are escape rooms, you might ask? Well, in about 2007 they started in Japan. The basic idea was you lock a bunch of people in a room and they need to solve a series of puzzles before they can get out. And those puzzles might be locks, combination locks and things are very common. And once they solve those, it's a teamwork activity. Once they solve those, they're allowed out of the room. And it's done under time pressure as well. So they need to solve it within a certain period of time. Well, how about we try and apply this escape room idea to learning environments? This is a bit of a problem. We don't have a whole lot of little rooms that we can lock students in. Now, some of them don't want to be locked in rooms to begin with. And we need some way of validating whether their answers are right or not. We can't have thousands of padlocks running around the place, so we need to change the codes on all the time. So one thing that we did is we created our own escape room decoder box. And the escape room decoder box allows students to put their codes in and tells them straight away if they're right or wrong. It has a countdown timer, can supply clues to them if they're getting stuck on something, and even can apply penalties if they start taking guesses and getting the wrong thing again. We even put in some nice little sound effects so they actually know if they're getting the right answer or not, or whether they're getting something wrong. So that one's a right answer and a wrong answer. This quickly gives them a picture of how they're going, how they're progressing, and shows them with a countdown timer how much time they've got left. Easily reconfigurable with a computer. Lecturers can just change the codes they put in there and adapt it to the specific circumstances that we're dealing with. Now, we've run puzzles with these across engineering, across biochemistry, across maths. Students have reported that it's been a great teamwork activity for them, where we've observed them engaging with students that they don't normally engage with and learning alongside them. And it's been something that they've told us at the end that I'll never forget that concept again. Since we've been stuck on this escape room, we nutted it out as a team and we solved it. And we've seen the sort of questions that we put in the escape rooms, they've done really well on the exam because they've practiced in that team environment, some really great peer learning, and learning that has been very active and not passive learning where they've just been writing something down and then forgetting it a few moments later. With this approach, we've seen students a whole lot more engaged than what they would be with just a simple lecture, or even when they're just trying to do some problem solving on paper. Here, it's as if this box transforms them to actually want to solve the problems and work together as a team to solve them. Maybe it's got something to do with the chocolate prize that we offer for whichever team escapes first. We've also used these at our University Open Day to rave reviews. Students and their families just love being able to solve problems in this sort of format because it's a puzzle format and it becomes a game. They don't realise we're actually tricking them into learning something. So having said that, we've made this an open source box so that anyone around the world can build their own, adapt it, use it, and create their own puzzles to teach and engage their own students in whatever field and discipline they're working in. I hope to see escape room-based learning coming to a classroom near you. Thanks very much.